got a couple more. I got a couple more real quick.
No, go ahead.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Full Ukrainian liberation from Russia unrealistic. Hegseth tells allies. Uh, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth appeared at his first meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group on Wednesday to tell allies that the liberation of all Russian-occupied Ukrainian territory is an unrealistic objective. Bloodshed must stop, and this war must end, Hegseth said in one of his most detailed delineations of Ukraine-Russian peace deal envisioned by President Donald Trump's new administration. President Trump has been clear with the American people and with many of your leaders that stopping the fighting and reaching an enduring peace is a top priority, Hegseth said at a meeting which was led by the UK, marking the first time the group has not convened under U.S. leadership. He intends to end this war by diplomacy and bringing both Russia and Ukraine to the table, Hegseth said. We will only end this devastating war and establish a durable peace by coupling allied strength with a realistic assessment of the battlefield. President Volodymyr Zelensky and his government in Kiev have demanded full territorial liberation, whether by military or diplomatic means, per the country's internationally recognized 1991 borders. Among Ukraine's other demands are binding Western security guarantees, ideally in a form of full NATO membership and Article 5 protection. So, I mean, Hegseth later on came out and said basically that he doesn't believe that Ukraine should be a part of NATO. He doesn't want anything to do with that. It just seems to me that most of the stuff that was talked about at this meeting when I listened to Hegseth speak were pretty much mimicking Russian talking points.
Yes.
That's all they've been doing. Now you got Tulsi Gabbard as intelligence secretary, whatever the case may be, head of the intelligence department. I mean, right now, it's just not looking really, we're looking like Russian shields all over again. It's the same exact thing. I mean, that's unrealistic. You're starting off with that as a talking point. That should never be your starting point when you're trying to negotiate something. How is that?
Yes.
Starting
And then,
point.
they said, they're like, look, you're not getting Crimea back. You're not going to get the land that Russia's already taken from you. That's not going to happen. And Donald Trump's kind of sounding like he's like, hey, they can kind of have Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? As long as he gets what he wants out of it. He already said it. So check out. Ukraine's gone. Gaza's gone. But he gonna do his own expansion. I mean, think about it. You're watching Putin doing expansion moves. You're watching Israel do expansion moves. And think about and you said Tulsi, she's gonna be part of intelligence, right? You're putting all these shells. Think about it. You're letting Elon Musk. He's not even a fucking citizen. He's an illegal immigrant with so much power. Like, America will never be the same. Like, I hope we just don't get attacked in the middle of this. I mean, a terrorist attack. There's nothing to stop it. There's nothing. You're firing all the federal agents. You're firing all the FBI agents. Because in your head, you're like, oh, they don't do nothing for us, and you don't even know what's coming. It's the crazy part. And for me, I'm just like, look, I mean, states are probably going to succeed. The damage that's going to be done here is not going to be able to be undone. Like I keep telling you, America is no longer America anymore, folks. It's America in name.
It's impossible for these things to be fixed. I mean, at the end of the day, countries can't trust you. You've taken away USAID. I mean, once you start taking food off the table, who do you think is going to put it on there? You're going to go to China and other countries like that, because they can't trust you. What is it, every 4 years now we're going to have to worry about who America elects? That's pretty much they're at the whim of a country. People, that's why they come up with BRICS. That's why they're trying to come up with their own currency, because they can't be at the whim of the American people, because we're whimsical as hell. We don't ever stick in one direction. China always sticks in one direction. That's why they can mostly be successful. Russia, the same thing. They just have population problems, and the fact they don't really produce anything besides they don't have anything besides natural resources to offer. So I mean,
it's crazy. It's like, you're correct. You can't even trust them. It's like in 4 years, you can't even apologize for all the damage you've just done. They're like, no, we're gonna get it from this country because who knows, the next Republican go come in there and he gonna do the same thing. Like, you guys, it's too much. And
we gotta apologize in house before we can apologize out house. We gotta fix everything that we're gonna have to broken in the house before we can go and worry about what's going on outside of it. Imagine what you know how much chaos is gonna cause a new administration to have to repair just in what he's tried to break in the first 30, not even 30 days. Imagine what's gonna be broken in 4 years.
You won't even be able to repair it. That's the whole thing. You'll have so much pushback because Democrats are so weak. We got to follow the rule of law, and go through the proper channels and this and this and that. No, you did that last time. Now look where we're at. Kids are about to starve to death. Old people are about to die in the streets because y'all was too pussy to actually put your foot on somebody's fucking neck.
Yeah, they're about
You know
to
what I'm
stop
saying? You're
giving
too busy
benefits to
worrying
people
about
who
these
can't.
people coming into the country that can't even vote, and we're taking care of them and trying not to hurt because of white privilege. Let's keep it 1,000. That's the only reason Donald Trump is free right now is because of white privilege. If that was Barack Obama doing that shit, they would have locked him up that first fucking
They'd
month.
have killed everybody who tried
Everybody
to.
on those fucking steps would have been dead and
Every
in
one of them would have been
Guantanamo.
laying
He
them
would have been
down.
locked up, but you're
It'd
trying to
have been
give him some
gunshots.
grace because you're like, fuck, he's the highest. He was a president. Yeah, president trying to overthrow your fucking government, you stupid fucking bitches. Anyways, I digress.
All right, one